So, yeah, I'm going to record this to bring to your parents. They can listen to it, especially making trouble for me. Said, look, that they got me in trouble. So that's their fault. Straighten them out, man. So that's my purpose. Oh yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Naomi.
I'm starting off.
Yeah.
Well, I misinterpreted and wrote only about bald eagles, and I apologize for that.
Oh. Yeah. Well, apology is not good enough. Would you like to rewrite it?
Right now.
Yeah. Like Esther did.
No, like I did.
Okay. So you're gonna suffer the loss of scores, right? So I did that. Okay. My point in all this is not saying that you're gonna do a good job. I just want to make sure you understand certain requirements. So life is not gonna go with our way. Sometimes we need to listen to things. So go ahead.
The bald eagle is a magnificent creature, soaring with freedom in the sky. They are a marvelous sight to see.
I want to read it in good pace, like when doing a TV program, somebody really reading it,
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say la 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 la, even though getting the sound out of your tongue. I'm teasing you, but read it professionally.
Soaring with freedom in the sky, they are a marvelous sight to see. With their strength and free-spirited personality, they are the selected national emblem of our country. Bald eagles are not actually bald. Though they may appear to have nothing on their heads, they actually have beautiful white feathers that come with age. Their name also comes from an Old English word, I guess you just pronounce it bald, which means white. These birds stand up to be about 32 inches tall and have a wingspan measuring up to 7 feet. Males tend to weigh between 7 to 10 pounds and females up to 14 pounds. Unless killed illegally or die of sickness, the lifespan of these birds is up to 20 years, which means their lifespan is about 10 times the amount of most other bird species. I don't remember putting that there, but I guess that was an edit. Bald eagles are well known as bird of prey, which means they primarily feed on vertebrates that are comparative to them. They are commonly found in North America, Canada, and Alaska. Related to the sea eagle, they prefer to inhabit open water areas such as lakes, rivers, wetlands, and ocean coasts. They also need areas that provide trees so that they can perch, roost, and build a nest when desired.
What does roost here means?
Roost is like, ever see a chicken sleep?
Kind of roost, like
Oh, the
perching.
sleeping.
I guess it's related.
When they're
to-
perching, they're like their legs like on a branch or something. They're just perching. They're looking around.
I guess it's kind of like perching, I guess.
To roost is like to manage
No
and stay
way.
in a nest.
They're like a stay in the
Oh, I thought
nest.
you were talking about perch.
No, roost.
Oh, roost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just kind of like
Yeah.
living,
Oh, yeah.
roosting like a chicken is probably the best example. Like
Whatever is done in the nest, just staying
Roosting
in
it,
and managing
yeah.
the nest.
Okay.
Now hunting in
Excellent.
hunting in areas with open water presents the hunting skill that all bald eagles portray, which is swooping down and snatching fish with its sharp talons from the water, then taking it to land to devour the fresh catch. Though they prefer to feed on fish, their diet also consists of ducks, snakes, other small birds, reptiles, and small mammals. Some even have seen them prey upon larger mammals such as young deer and adult raccoons. An amazing trait that bald eagles portray is their I always forget how to pronounce this. Monogamous.
What is that?
Monogamous nature.
Oh.
Which is
What that means?
Yeah.
they are loyal to the same mate for their entire life. Is that how you did you switch that to just they? Because I don't remember it being like that. Is that
Yes.
and-
I changed here and there. I don't remember.
Well, I had
After
it,
three
I had it
S's.
I had, maybe mine was wrong, but I said,
Well-
which means they are loyal to the same mate for their entire life, or until the other companion dies. The screeching sounds they make when warning other predators of being in their territory.
I don't think it changed this portion, if my memory goes right.
Well, I think you did, because
Did?
what I had
Okay.
before was, which means, like, I don't remember having.
Oh, which means
A more
yes.
sophisticated way to change that would be after nature to do a semicolon.
Colon.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's a good point. Yes, I did change the
Yeah.
because
So this not be uppercase then.
No, not a semicolon. A colon. You can keep it uppercased or not. It's up to you.
Is it?
A colon, the one right next to it, yeah.
double dots like I.
So then, okay. Let me do this.
You should not keep uppercase in that case.
You can. You don't have to.
You
though.
can?
Yeah.
Okay.
They are loyal to the same mate for their entire life, or until the other companion dies.
Sorry, picking on this and because when you want to learn grammar, you
Yeah.
need to know those differences. So yeah.
The screeching sounds they make when warning other predators of being in their territory is a way that the two mates also create a deeper bond within each other.
The command there is redundant. Unless you end
Okay.
before when you add another command there. Before when I think between make and when you should add another command there.
Right here.
Before
Yeah.
yes, after that, yeah. But that way it's a stat out.
And you wouldn't say within each other. You say between each other.
Yes. Yes.
What?
You don't say a deeper bond within each other, between each other.
Okay.
That's right. With each other would be good. Good. It's either way.
Okay. Between each other. Year after year, they care for one another and return to the same nest. Once mating season is over and the baby chicks have been hatched, the bald eagles create a significant bonding behavior as a family. As the young bald eagles come out of learning how to fledge, which takes 10 to 12 weeks,
What a fledge means
it means
grow
like
up.
flying, like learning how
Flying,
to fly
okay.
and get
A
around.
fledgling would be like a young.
Like getting around
Young,
and not being
oh.
just in a nest.
Okay,
Like
a
learning.
fledge. Okay.
They don't seem to recognize their family members within the first year of learning how to live. But over the years, they choose to stay close to the nest, and the adult eagles continue to provide for their young until they learn how to hunt and have matured in their hunting skills, which can take up to 4 to 12 weeks. When the time comes, the full-grown eagle will either choose to stay around their family or take on a new life somewhere else. Bald eagles are just part of God's great masterpieces on earth. With their long life, loyalty, strength, and independence, they serve as great examples to people who care for the well-being of others, the wellness of our country, and the life lesson learned from the relationships within the family.
Wow. You wrote that portion, all right, yourself.
Yeah.
Why did you say just? Bald eagles are just part.
Just
Like it's almost like you're making the bald eagles less significant. Like bald eagles are just part of God's great masterpiece on earth. Like that's how I would see it, saying just. And you also, this entire thing might need to be split up into 2 or 3 sentences instead of one long sentence.
Yeah, I think you might want the period masterpieces on earth period, then capital with there, because it's a totally separate sentence there. So.
Where?
The first sentence, the
You could
first
do it after
portion.
Earth, or you could do it after Independence.
Period, then capital with, yeah.
good.
Yeah, then, yeah, I mean, that's perfect for me, so I don't know what had other suggestion or not.
Yeah, that should be okay.
I like this last paragraph very much. I like the whole essay very much, and you did a wonderful job. Did you glean the information, write everything, or you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I-
marvelous.
I looked up.
Uh-huh.
I actually researched on a bunch of different areas.
Yeah, yeah.
Wikipedia.
Sure.
Different random sites, and
Then you.
I also had to like look up like singular information. Like I had
Yeah.
to look up the word emblem. 'cause I didn't know what
Yeah,
that was.
yeah, exactly.
And
Okay.
yeah, just
So-
different.
Yeah,
stuff and
if that is the case, you did a marvelous job with it
Thank
as
you.
well. Yeah, this is why it's like official writing, which I like. For the most part, the grammar, there might be places to improve after
Yeah.
we did certain things. No, I mean, he has other suggestion here. Let him do that right away. But in overall, I like the way you express it, except the title, maybe not general as a species standard, but with bald eagle, the CD on that title is perfect. I like it.
Thank you.
So yeah, this is almost presentable. The text can be put on the magazine, stuff like that. People can do better, but this works better than mine. So. Go ahead, Noah. Any?
There's several different like grammar things that
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to cover every single one because
No, cover everyone, so we all
that would
learn.
take a while. But I'll do it until you don't want me to. So with the second sentence of the introduction, with their strength and free-spirited personality, they are the selected national emblem of our country. I mean, that's not a bad sentence at all. It's just there just seems to be like a very slight disconnect between their strength, with their strength and free-spirited personality. I'm trying to identify what like kind of
Maybe it's me. I don't see anything
conflicted with
different.
me on that,
Yeah.
but yeah, I suppose with the context of things, that's not something that has to be changed. Another thing that you do throughout the essay is refer to the eagles themselves in a certain way. So sometimes you say either. So like, let's go down to the second to last paragraph where it says as.
Second last. Okay, let me go there.
Like in the middle here,
Mhm.
it says, as the young bald eagles. I would just say, in a more research essay-like tone, to say, as, you don't need the at all, you just say, as young bald eagles, because you're
Where are
talking,
you again? Sorry, I don't.
you're talking in general terms. You're not talking about a specific set of bald eagles.
That's right.
Like you'd be giving an account of a certain
As-
family of eagles. You're talking about bald eagles in general.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
the-
anytime you, throughout the essay that you refer to them as the.
They call the
bald
pronouns. You want to use pronoun where properly. So.
eagles. Yeah.
Mhm.
But if you refer to the bald eagle in a general sense, then you can do that. But you just have to. So like in the top of that paragraph, you say an amazing trait that the bald eagle portrays. So that is how you'd use that.
Mhm.
Oh, and then
Let's.
I have that uppercase. Did I have all bald eagles like uppercase, or should they be lowercase?
You would capitalize bald, but you wouldn't capitalize eagle.
Well, let's see. That's good. Let me ask you a question, Naomi. Do you know the difference? The young bald eagles or young bald eagles? What's the difference?
Yeah.
Without pronoun is different than with pronoun. So what's the difference there? In general,
You're talking about like one, right? Like
Yeah.
a single bald eagle.
a particular, am I
Yeah.
a particular one? So you're not using a particular group of bald eagles here.
Just like there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Another thing too is in the second paragraph, the second to last sentence, where it says "unless killed illegally," you are again missing a pronoun in the sentence. You need to say "unless they are killed illegally or die of sickness," because
Yeah.
you're missing like they are is actually needed not just for the killed illegally part, but or die of sickness. So like say you didn't have killed illegally, it would be unless die of sickness. The lifespan of these birds is up to 20 years. So you have to have the pronoun there.
So unless they are killed illegally or die of sickness, is that?
Yeah,
is that
now that you have they are, it should be fine.
Okay.
So now it's unless they are killed illegally or unless they die of sickness. The lifespan of these birds is up to 20 years. Let's see. I guess I can cut down time by not going too much into word choice because that might be just more personal preference on my part. So,
Give me examples.
like, let's see. They also need areas that, in the third paragraph, they also need areas that provide trees so that they can perch, roost, and build a nest when desired. Yeah, that would be more personal preference on my part because I wouldn't want to say when desired. It just it doesn't match up too well.
Yeah.
When needed.
But no, that's what I'm saying. This is something that.
Well, let's rephrase it. Everybody try it. I would do. Let me start example. I would do this. They also need areas to provide trees, so that they can perch, roast, and build a nest. That's my wording will be. I mean, you don't have to listen to me at all. I'm just saying, right? So, Esther, what do you think? What do you want to express? The same meaning, same wording, but in terms of grammar change.
Where are we?
We just use this as an example to learn writing better. So, not critic to your writing, okay, at all. So, okay.
Where are we in the essay?
We're in Mars.
What?
We're in Mars. He confused. We came from Jupiter.
They also need areas that provide trees. Is where we're at.
Yeah. I like my essay to be criticized. If you guys, I'm someday gonna write an essay for you guys to criticize me, so you can enjoy being criticized. Because I like to learn good writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just like suggesting a new way.
Yes,
to say it.
suggesting you is express the same thing. Yeah. How them better flow the same meanings, you know?
And I'm not the best at this. I
Well,
don't
try,
really see
try. Use your own words, your own thoughts. Don't have to be forgot it's Naomi's essay. Forgot anything. Just said, hey, I want to express that right. You know, I have this meaning in my heart. I want to express it. How I express it. Naomi, I would just say they also need woody areas because areas provide trees. So things have trees basically, right? So
what areas?
woody
Woody.
or forest. So
Woody might not be the best.
woody is not best way. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well,
For-
saying anything like that would kind of be repetitive because in
Yeah.
saying woody, we already know that they would provide trees.
Yeah. So that's my point. Areas provide trees. It have a English word for it. You can call it the forest or the wood, right? So
or force and all. I don't know.
I don't know either. So let's just say. Go ahead. Esther? No? No chance in passing?
I don't really have any change.
Okay. Let's now provide another example, maybe a few, so see what it can be done. So
They also tend to inhabit woody areas, or they also tend to inhabit areas with trees so that they can perch, roost, and build a nest. And I would just get rid of when desired.
yeah. It's almost their life. It's really they don't necessarily desire. It's just their life cycle, right? They're born that way.
Instinct.
Yeah. They don't really make a choice in that. Making sense to you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they need areas that provide trees. That's a little bit wordy to me, you know. So I like Noah's change that with trees, you know. So that's very short, simple.
So you just say they also tend to
Yeah.
inhabit forested areas so that they can perch roost and
Yeah, forestry areas, something like that, you know. So people know it's tree, how it trees, you know. So
Another
Well-
thing, you're at the last sentence of this paragraph where it says some even have seen them. I would say they have even been seen. They have even been observed
yeah,
to prey upon.
I mean, don't have the sum. You just can totally ignore that aspect. This is the
Have even
can
been
also,
seen.
yeah. Preying on large
Replace
mammals.
them with two.
Preying. To prey. To is in the future tense or something that you might want to do.
No, because we have seen. They've even been seen to prey upon larger animals. You could say observed instead of seen too. Just
Okay.
the word.
But thing has to make sense to Naomi. Naomi, are you okay with
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Can someone else do it?
What?
I don't know why my phone like has such trouble selecting an area.
You already fixed it, right?
Just leave it at that.
That's a good one. Okay, Elijah, these two areas, have any suggestions for it?
Alright. Same area
Uh-huh.
after we changed it, or
It was
suggestion?
no, you do your own suggestions. So
Let's see.
that's Noah's version. So
But we already changed it from what it was though.
I know. Do you have
Am I
other
changing
suggestions
from?
He's
Am
just
I?
asking if you have any other.
for your exercise?
Oh, okay.
No, ready?
Yeah. seems pretty good.
Okay, good to me. So that's perfect, actually. Much better. See, when things change like that, the flow of thoughts, what you express, more clarified, eh, right? So, well, guys, Noah's a good helper, man. Bug him, drag him. Yeah. Okay.
And then just one thing with the title: capitalize R and research it.
Okay, everybody buy some candies, you know, whenever he change, we'll give him candy.
Give him what?
You didn't get the joke. It's a bad joke, but it's fun. So, next person, gonna be Elijah. Let's pick on Elijah now.
Alright. Get your pick
Be
of
ready.
girl.
Be ready.
Essay.
Are you ready?
Eagles.
Are you ready?
Editing things maybe.
I don't see much.
Yeah, I like that.
What's happening?
It's not very much.
Who did the editing, man?
That's a lot of editing right there.
I said suggestions. I didn't do the.
That's
You
weird.
didn't resolve the suggestions.
Oh,
I
you need
didn't-
to
I
resolve
don't-
the
I
session.
I don't have any. That's weird. I shared it with you. I just.
Why do you don't
You
have
don't see
any?
it?
It's all this.
I don't see it on my screen.
What?
Yeah.
Let me
We
see
all
the
see
first
it on
paragraph, the second paragraph.
Nothing's here.
Nothing changed for you. That's crazy.
Yeah, let me check on my phone. Let's see if it did it there.
No, hold on. That's crazy. Why others see it? You don't see it.
Let's see if it comes up on my phone.
Last ended was yesterday 20 to 12. I don't know what is going on. Are you updated this then?
Yeah, that's when I finished it.
So that's not my time because I did suggest it for you.
There's
So.
still suggestions coming.
Alright, let me see. Let me go on my phone and see if it.
I have no idea how this works.
Oh, it's on my
actually.
phone.
Okay.
Check them all.
Alright, let me get to it.
You don't have to. I
Why
mean,
is Naomi suggesting stuff on mine?
I'm not, I'm just trying to get them all.
Why are you doing that?
I don't, I'm doing
Okay,
it. really
resolve. Well, now I gotta do them all individually. Okay? Here we go.
okay. I see something already. Something was Well, there is a portion of green still there.
So are you guys doing?
Yeah. Well, while you're doing that, let's Esther move on with her. So, Esther, go ahead.
Okay. Eagles. Eagles are large, powerful birds of prey. Like all birds of prey, they have large hooked beaks to tear apart their catch.
Mm-hmm.
But eagles have one of the heaviest beaks of any bird of prey. They also have very powerful eyes and can see from about 3 miles away. Bald eagles may look bald, but they actually are not. The name originally comes from an Old English word, balding.
English word.
Bald.
English.
What?
Let's check the smell exactly.
Which means white. These beautiful, graceful birds have been the United States national bird since 1718. Bald eagles are also really good at swimming, and sometimes they bob their heads
Let Elijah see the island.
What?
I don't think they're
I
very.
didn't know.
Rhythmically.
I think in dive.
Rhythmically.
I don't think they swim.
Rhythmically.
I didn't know.
Oh, no,
I
so.
read it.
Rhythmically.
Eagles can swim.
Eagles.
I said eagles.
Eagles cannot swim, bald eagles.
They can go in water, but
They
they
can't-
just go. They go and get stuff.
Get stuff, yeah.
I mean,
Bobbing their
See,
heads.
they also bob their heads. They
bob
wash their heads.
down, I believe. See, look. Here's a picture of one swimming.
Well, here you go.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So,
I've never
Bobbing
seen
their
one.
heads? I don't get it.
what is bob their head? But yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. To do that.
Other eagle species usually do not tend to go to freshwater source to find water for drinking, but instead they absorb water from what they eat. Eagles have different. Oh, wait, hold on.
Well,
Okay. But the average eagle tends to weigh about 15 to 20 pounds and usually lives for around 20 to 30 years old in the wild. Eagles are known for building the largest nest of all bird species. Their nests can weigh up to 6,000 pounds at the most, though some eagles like to keep their nests small.
your grammar is outstanding. I had to say it.
Almost.
Oh, I like this. You need to look at the eyes. The expression.
When it comes to size difference between male and female eagle, the female usually is bigger. I don't know if that's it.
No, you're shitting me. Look at this. Difference between a male and a female eagle.
The difference between a
Male and a female eagle. Because they're not grouped together, they're separated. Yeah.
the male can
Yeah,
weigh
dude, is usually.
the female. Yeah, so I don't know.
and
Is usually the male can weigh up to about 7 to 10 pounds and have a wingspan of 6 feet, while the female can weigh up to 10 to 14 pounds and have a wingspan of 8 feet.
Okay. So, I see. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Juvenile eagles have their own chirp, which is called a peal call, and
What?
they use this call as nestlings to beg for food.
Okay, mimic it. Is that right? Here it goes. Okay.
Okay, here, I'll name it.
Yeah.
Tolerance.
Let's hear it. Something like that.
is that
Okay, that's what eagle sound like. I'd be coming into my.
I don't know, man. Seriously?
I would avoid this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
When eagles are young, they begin to teach themselves to hunt, but keep a close watch on their parents and learn from them.
Okay, somebody can you tell me how sparrows will chirp? No. No?
We're not
How
bird
what,
colors.
How what?
I don't study much of bird.
Why not?
He ain't no orthodontist.
I don't think that's an orthodox.
Okay, do you know how road surf?
Orthodox?
What?
Huh?
Orthodontist are these birds?
What do
It
you think
usually
it is?
takes a young eagle 4 to 12
Or
months
kind of sounds like something
to learn how to hunt successfully.
It's an orthodontist.
Eagles can fly up to 10,000 feet, but they usually are not using much energy to get to these heights. And they also take large glides down to cover ground, then soaring up again and repeating the process.
That's somewhere there is not expressed smoothly to me. So maybe no one can help me improve on that portion. I'm not sure. So this paragraph is something is.
The most rare species of eagle, is that where she's at?
No, eagle can fly up to 10,000 feet, but they usually not using much energy to get to those heights. And they also take large glides down to cover grounds and soar up again, repeating the process. So
Yeah, I mean,
I don't see much
that's what.
bad thing. I'm just saying this seems there's something missing there. So
Yeah, that's what really, unfortunately, all of her paragraphs are doing is they are run-on sentences, almost all of them.
yeah.
So she is still needing to learn how to
Separate, cluster for things. Now, that's true. They don't use much energy to get to their heights. That's a good place to expound, am I right? So how they do that? So some interesting information. You already bring out the curiosity your readers. I want to know why, how he did that, am I right? So you just give me a statement of facts, but don't tell me the very interesting facts about it. How then they do that? So something to do with wings, how they cooperate with the wind, am I right? So the wind, how they. So that is very interesting fact to know about eagles. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if I'm writing and after the sentence, definitely I'm gonna catch up and say, okay, this is how they do it, So yeah.
Doesn't Joshua?
Eagles fly alone because they're not afraid of going above the clouds, and no other bird species goes above the clouds. So none follow the eagle. The eagle. Yeah, I don't know how to make sense.
Is that true that no other bird species goes above the clouds?
No.
Where did that from? I looked it up. I thought I looked up.
No, that's
That's
true.
an important thing that we haven't covered in research essays, and we may not cover. But research essays always have a list of sources.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you can't. You
I
got
usually do Wikipedia.
If
you got too young.
If you do school, you will never use Wikipedia
Why?
because Wikipedia is not acceptable for formal schooling.
Scientific source.
Then what should we do?
You'd have to use other trusted websites and sources. They actually have
I'm sure
websites for that.
wouldn't
but
they assign you different areas to look?
not when you're given a choice about what you want to provide research.
Yeah, that's one you need to be a scholar, scholarly scholar. You do that. But for us, with student, we're good.
Well, if you ever go to Running Start, you have to do that.
I actually haven't really. Last essay I
What
used
is that?
Wikipedia, but I didn't
No,
really use Wikipedia.
I agree. If you do some formal research paper, you got to do the resources.
I do like Wikipedia though.
Yeah,
That's what everybody likes to read off of.
yeah.
The most rare species of eagle is in the Philippines.
Rarest.
Most,
The
most
The
rarest.
most rare.
The rarest. Oh, I didn't count that one. See, my English is bad. So, the rarest.
I didn't say.
So you made a Chinese speaker mistake. Most rare. That's how I see it.
This eagle is not only the rarest
Oh, seriously?
eagle, but also, I say rarest a lot.
I know.
Well, then in that case, you just want to delete the whole first part of the sentence. Said it years ago. The Philippine eagle is not only the rarest eagle because that's redundant.
Yeah.
You're repeating yourself, am I right there? So
Philippine eagle is
This eagle can be deleted.
It's not only the roast eagle, but it's also the
Also, the comma into gone becomes.
and the reason.
No, the Philippine eagle is. There's no comma in between.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then I say it again.
Do it again. The Philippine eagle. Read it.
The Philippine eagle is not only the rarest eagle, but also.
But it is also.
But it is also.
No, we don't need all that. That's repetition. But also, there you go.
The rarest bird of prey.
Yeah.
Period.
The reason that this is the rarest eagle is because they're going extinct, and the lasting of this eagle is that
You don't say the lasting.
Okay.
Just try to rethink what
The
you're
existence. The existence. Existence.
Oh, that's good.
Well, in
Yeah.
saying that, we don't even know if the eagle exists anymore. That would mean we don't even know if the
Yeah,
eagle
we're doubtful. Ready
If
to
it will
go to
continue to exist, not that it does exist.
is
there
is
still
the
are
existence
eagles.
is endangered.
Okay, the
Not doubtful, but endangered. Existing this eagle is endangered. Yeah, is that making sense to you? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. The reason that it is, not this is.
the reason.
I think this might be, it's okay, but it's not that fluid.
the rarest eagle is
You could just literally say, this is because.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's really short. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. This is because, yeah.
The most powerful eagle is the harpy eagle. Their rear talons get up to 3 to 4 inches, which is actually the size of a grizzly bear's claw. I hope that through this essay I've helped you learn more about the beautiful eagle species.
Grizzly bear's claw. Wow, that's huge, alright? Mr. Bear. Okay, criticism. It's 1-1-1. Naomi, go ahead. That's strange bird. What bird is that?
The name.
That's like a duck.
I do think that she kind of just ends it off kind of suddenly after the last paragraph. Just kind
Oh, too fast.
of ends too
The
fast.
pacing too fast. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it kind of all goes together. Like,
No, that's a problem with this. Is
It doesn't really
this
like-
is gonna have to. This is a problem that would mean the rewriting of the entire essay, which I don't know if you would do. But this is actually, in a sense, not really an essay. This is a list of facts
Yeah.
put in different paragraphs.
Yeah.
It's not coherent at all. Like it's just fact, and then I hope you learn about equals. You have to have an introduction. You have to present what you're going to be. You have to allude to what you're going to be presenting in that introduction, and then you have to have paragraphs that cover each topic comprehensively. It has to lead the reader through something.
Yeah.
This would be great if you were giving facts to someone about an eagle, like on an article or something, but certainly not a research essay about the eagle. And that's okay because you're still practicing. I mean, obviously, it's not okay if you were
Oh, great.
completing like a very serious assignment, but
Who does this?
I always struggle with this thing.
Print.
Don't get distracted. Noah gave me a very good comment there, Esther. Do you understand what he tried to say to you?
Yep.
I think I shared the same thing in my comment, so. Am I right?
Yep.
It's chunky.
Okay. What time is it?
It is 1:13.
See.
31 seconds.
So where's my comment? It disappeared on us. Well, the coffee
Where's
make
my coffee?
the coffee fetcher is not here yet. So- Where's my comment? I remember I did some comments. Somebody delete my comment, man. Where's my comment,
It
Esther?
was resolved.
Resolve it. Hey,
I don't-
talking about it. Talking about. Naomi just began to complain. Said, "Where's my coffee?"
Here it is.
I said,
But she actually said that this time.
Thank you, Elaine.
Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, they did make ours iced.
Thank you.
Put it in the microwave.
I'm gonna whine all day long.
All right, mine's
Thanks,
probably.
Elaine.
Wait.
Where's Elaine?
No.
Elaine
no,
don't
it's-
have. She drank it up
I
already.
think this one's mine because it's darker. So I got an extra shot.
Smells so good. That's terrible.
That's the way to get it.
That's terrible.
Now these are good mochas. I'm sorry, but oh yes, Starbucks mochas are not good.
I don't have mocha. I have Americana, so I don't care.
Americana.
Hey, now it's time for Elijah's Eagle essay.
Oh no, we have not done yet.
Oh.
We're gonna
Oh, man.
continue speaking. So,
There's still chicken to strip off.
no, actually, when you really hear this out, it's not necessarily. It's very serious. Not serious to a point that it's have burden to you, but it's a very good suggestion that know what it's talking about. When you write something like an essay, want to present something to people, you need to provide context as thoughtful to people. Okay, so that's part of writing in your age. You did a wonderful job. But as you continue to learn, read, you'll find people want to have some kind of context, some kind of flow, okay? Glue things together. Am I provide a little bit, in their mind, they expect, oh, this is the information I get into. This is why I get the information. Some organizational or thoughtful kind of context, go on with it. It's part of the. So what happened? Are they able to do it or not? Oh man. That's terrible. Okay. I mean, making sense to you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You did a good job. In your age, writing like that, that's perfect. That's something else. So I hope that don't speak it down to you. Okay. So yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Elijah, you resolve all your problems?
I think so.
Where's your problem?
Here, let me send this. I don't think you're on this one. Let me share it to you real quick so you can get the right one.
I think I have one.
Yeah, he's on it.
Oh, here's the band.
Wait.
He's on it, Elijah.
All right. Cool. Oh yeah, I see now.
Okay.
All right. Eagles. From keen piercing eyes to a massive sharp beak, from long black talons all the way to representing the American country, eagles, from the mighty golden eagle to the large harp eagle, are truly fascinating birds. In this essay, I'll be talking about eagles, what they are, where they come from, and how they live. Firstly, what is an eagle? The eagle, otherwise known as king of all birds, is an Agcitripitae, I don't know exact family. In mycox, it is a bird of prey. Where do they inhabit? There are over 60 species of eagles found all around the world, most of which are found in Eurasia and Africa. Only 14 other species can be found outside of those areas, 2 in North America, 9 in Central and South America, and 3 in Australia. How do they live?
You might want to start a new paragraph there, right? Because you just invoke another different line of thoughts. So I'm just talking. Okay,
Yeah.
you don't have to listen to me. Okay.
No,
What are you
definitely.
laughing
Yeah.
at?
You need to not do this. Naomi, you do this every time we do essays. This needs to stop.
117. She don't need to stop. I like it.
It's just distracting when someone's trying to read.
Distract you, not me.
Why, but
She doesn't know why, but she doesn't mind it.
She's probably going to be sorry. But
She's
I'm sorry
just
about something, but
she's just trying to making fun of you
okay,
every
sorry.
time.
It's just
so.
Noah. The way he's looking at me.
Yeah, no,
He's looking.
no, it's real quirky. I know now
I just
because
like-
As we say, Noah's an acquired taste.
yeah,
I don't get it.
yeah.
I have
Moments
acquired
ago,
taste, or I am
when I
acquired.
said make a
Acquired.
song, he made a very strange look. Never
It's
see
just Noah's
that.
looks at when I just read it.
Yeah, just
and looking at the
literally make it had a laugh. So you
All
had
right.
a laugh.
All
Are we back to business?
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you, teacher.
You're the teacher.
Yeah, no, who is the teacher? Yes.
How do they live? Depending on the species and area, lifestyles can vary, but most share a common line of instincts. All eagles are carnivores, but depending on their
Where are we? So
the third paragraph,
the third paragraph, I found something.
the chunky one in the middle.
Okay, the chunky one in the middle. Let me see. Like in America, the bald eagle feed on hair or fish. In what?
You're way off.
We out? We late or we early?
Oh, wait.
Look at that.
Oh, you're just a little behind what I was reading. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Keep on going.
I'm behind.
No, keep on going.
I'm not behind. I'm on target. I'm talking about
Yeah.
in South America. That is totally wrong spelling. Everything. So
Where?
you just change it. So.
Well, that was just a space that was needed.
Okay, no. It's in the period before after the fish. The feed on hair of fish. In the period.
I know, but I'm talking about
everyone
hair or
freeze
fish.
just for a second.
Oh, right.
Just for a
Like
second.
in America.
Just for a
No.
second. Get Grammarly.
Get
You
get
really need to have Grammarly.
Yeah, you guys need to
Actually,
really
I was
learn
already
basic
considering
grammar. It's okay. Your grammar, I think I deduct 1 point just because you don't check your grammars. Okay, this thing the fish I want you to do. When you write an essay, this is a routine. Okay, you want to go back to see your grammar. Okay, to at least don't do a lot of mistyping. What's going on? Don't laugh at me.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely need that. I agree.
Yeah,
But like, I
so-
just feel like with Google Docs, it always changes something.
Well, then you don't use a good doc. I give you a
I know, but it's the only way I can see it.
no, no, you
Or how
can
would we do it
use
altogether?
editors
Write it, copy,
rather
paste.
than copy pasting there. So
That's what I do. I copy and paste it and put it in Google Docs and it changes stuff.
Then
Oh,
you
is that
read it
right?
over
That's
again
what you're saying.
And make
Okay.
sure that if there are any changes, fix it.
It
Oh.
changes stuff when we put it in.
Change
know.
stuff.
Well,
Why
it
don't do
suggests
that to me?
Stuff to change.
Why don't it doesn't to me?
Because your writing is good.
No, it's actually it's not good. It's just you get to know the tools. Okay, so now let's go on. It's in South America.
In South America, the huge harpy eagle.
The point I'm getting is try to read your essay a little bit, a couple times. You know. Yeah.
The huge harpy eagle in the tropical forest preys on small monkeys, anteaters, and even small sloths. How do they catch such large prey?
Man, they get the sloths? That's terrible.
Hey, look, it's like it literally combines words. Like every eagle is one word, and
Every eagle.
Like I know I didn't do that. It's this site that.
I changed that for you. You're right. You said each and every eagle. You said that. So I said, why each every eagle?
But then what I just edited, it was just like this before. It just said every eagle has one word.
Oh,
That was kind of weird.
I'm sorry. You said in the beginning, you said each and every eagle. I said, well, that seems redundant. I don't know. I don't know English well. I'm just actually a question here. Each and every eagle is okay in this sentence, or just every eagle is okay?
Well, I guess every eagle would just kind of minimalize and not have such a long sentence, but it still kind of
Okay.
portrays the same information.
Same information. Okay, each and every.
But every eagle.
That's each and every eagle's. Each and every is not something you want to use.
Yeah.
in
Catch fish.
a formal essay.
Every eagle, from largest to small, has long and incredibly sharp talons. They use these talons to pierce and kill their prey. Eagles are extraordinary hunters. One reason is their extremely keen eyesight. Having vision that is over 6 times more exact than the average human, certain eagles would be able to see a small mouse from nearly 10,000 feet in the air, helping them hunt as they seek prey, day as well as night. This helps to place them on top of the food chain. The eagle's beak also has a large part to play in hunting. When swooping down to fetch a meal, eagles sometimes will use their beak to snap the necks or spine of their prey. Their beak is also used for tearing into fur or flesh. How are they born and raised? Beginning with the mother bird building a nest, which can be up to 6 or 7 feet deep.
I like the way you describe every program with a question, and give attention. Okay, this is what I'm talking about, so very nice. Nicely done there. Mm-hmm.
Three to four eggs are laid at a time. As the eggs begin to hatch, the mother
So
and father...
let me ask you this convention thing. If I use 6 to 7 feet using Arabic numbers, am I? Numeric numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So why use English word 4 words in the next 3 or 4 eggs? That's like different writing style there in one sentence.
Where?
Like you did 6 or
Well, that's
7
weird.
numbers, and then you wrote.
Then you 3 or 4. I'm just
I
talking,
feel
not
like I've seen
weird.
that before.
No, that
Other
I
places,
understand.
haven't
You see my point. If you want to use numbers,
Yeah,
use
just gotta
one.
stay with the same... whatever you're
Exactly
doing,
one
so.
convention, so people don't get
Well, on the
confused.
site I was reading things about, they had like. they
I know,
said-
but other sides can be wrong, so... As the eggs begin to hatch, the mother and father, who stay together for life, take turns to go and hunt for food for their young. As the chicks grow, sometimes the larger chicks eat the smaller ones as an act of dominance.
What?
These chicks tend to be the female chicks, for they are larger than the
That's
males.
something I want to ignore in my essay. But evidently, we're decent man, you don't want to do that.
What?
That
That's a
doesn't
joke.
always- That doesn't always happen.
Yeah, it does.
That's a joke.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it happens a lot of times.
Happening all the time.
It does?
Many
You said
Yes.
sometimes the larger chicks eat the small.
Most eagles don't receive their full set of coloring and feathers until they are 5 to 6 years old. One thing that intrigues me most about these winged creatures is how large they are. Most eagles grow up to be at least 6 to 7 feet from wingtip to wingtip. The eagle's beak and talons also never cease to grow. Most times they get so big that the eagle has to break them off and a new set grows right back.
I don't know, you guys. You guys just don't separate sentences, man. It makes so bothering for us. So sorry. You need to really learn to separate sentence. You know.
A period will go after cease to grow.
I mean, exactly. If that's something you really suffer as writing, for sure, to go back, make a habit. Okay, that happened to Esther as well. So go back to next. Okay, this is a full stop. I'm gonna make sure it's a full stop. Okay, I'm not upset. As I'm saying, that's very bad for somebody to read things. Then the scene. This is also need to be concluded, not concluded. It's like for me as a first-time reader, I'm just reading your sentence. I'm in the hall. I'm saying, when is it going to end? When is it going to end? It's very irritating to the reading mind. Reading take a certain format. So when you break the convention, it make the readers. Even you write the perfect essay because those stops, those misused. It's really threw the readers off. So because your flow of thoughts is totally disrupted, so people struggle with that. Like me, I'm going to struggle with that. So I'm sorry to see that. I'm just telling you. So yeah, for example, you read a book, a good book. It's wonderful thoughts, everything thought. Suddenly, your words being misspelled. Am I didn't spell well, or didn't. Just didn't range well, am I right? So break it down. Now, would you like to read that book again? I mean, I don't like to read the books that continue have misspelling in it, because it's a low quality book. I will try to find a better version to read it. So just thinking about it, those are important for readers. When you're not writing for yourself, you're writing for your audience. You want to pay attention what they're paying attention to. Okay, so now listen. In real publishing businesses, editing, reviewing, correction is a huge business. Literally, people, when you write it out, the editing process, literally, you didn't have to do that sometimes for people. Then people have to do proofreading. Proofreading is not editing even. So when you write it out, like I write a book out, somebody has to help me to edit it. When I edit it, somebody has to proofread it for me. You guys with me? Okay. For you to understand, it's not writing is a serious business, basically. So eventually you're going to learn to be serious about it and follow certain conventions. And those kind of skills don't require too much because you already have it. It's a matter for you to pay attention to it. So pay attention to it and not pay attention to it make you a huge difference writer for people. Because see, are you serious with writing or not? Or not serious with writing? Everybody have a casual writing, but this training in particular is to make you a professional serious writer, not just casually journaling things out. So a different standard required. That's why I'm in here inject those understanding to you guys. Okay, so yeah, go ahead.
It's just the last part. That's pretty much it. So.
Oh, that's part. It's okay. I like this essay very much. I tell you, with the writing.
It's just a little kind of ending part that.
Okay, we're going to start criticizing. I think Naomi always have fun criticize you, so we're here.
One thing I have a question about is, this may be fine, but I just didn't really understand why you had catch and fetch.
I didn't put that there.
That's me. She used another word that doesn't make sense, so I changed the word to be catch. So I don't know.
So then take away fetch?
Yeah, she uses another word. I forgot the old words. Yeah, exactly.
I should probably say catch.
That's what it says.
It says catch. Oh.
I'm sorry, but I don't think catch is a word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I also like how he did the questions on each.
It's really outstanding,
Yeah,
right? Doing that, yeah. Now you learn a little bit in terms of guiding people's thoughts, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you do it. So we're good, outstanding there. So yeah. What else? Naomi, what else?
I mean, that's a pretty. Never mind.
Grammar changes. Do you see anything?
Yeah, my grammar is really bad.
It's not bad. It's just
Needs a lot of work.
you don't pay attention to it.
I think this
so.
week and for the next weeks, I'm gonna really hone in on.
Here's the deal. Your grammar is really good if you make it right.
Mm-hmm.
Your expression is really good. The flow thoughts is really good. But when your grammar is not, pay attention to it, it become a, you think your grammar is not
Yeah,
good. That's
I
not
understand.
the truth.
It's really
That's
annoying
not
to read
truth.
bad,
Yeah.
grammar.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I don't really have much else to say. I agree with what you said about like needing to end the sentence. I think I have trouble with that sometimes.
Okay.
But yeah.
Let's think about general ways to comment somebody's writing. In this case, maybe commenting on essay. What do you do? Like you watching a movie, listen to music, listen to some performances. You have a convention to go ahead to commenting on certain things, right? So I'm just talking to tell you guys how to be a critic of something and somebody to go somewhere to taste food, be a food taster, be a wine taster. They have certain conventions to go. It's a profession. So it's going some criticize some poem, somebody's article, somebody's play, somebody's writing like this. There are certain conventions to go. Now that's how I give you score. I give you second major score. Is content first, half the score. I will decide your content is presented good enough. Then the style, essay writing. That's very, very simplistic way of categorizing how I give you scores. Then timing of it, I'm going to consider your timing. Or your careless writing, I'm going to give you actual, says my point, So now missing the title, that's major for writing essay. You don't even know their title writing, that's major. So teach you discipline. But in real essays that say everything else is perfect, I'm going to condense my attention to say, how can I judge this essay is good or bad? And said, okay, what about the content presented here? I'm going to give you half go there. Then the other half, did they write good English or not? Present the thoughts good or not? That's half the score. Now with that score, we can then trim it down, trickle down. In the content-wise, what's the content composed of? I can still go on dividing, right? So content in this way, content in that way, stuff. Then style, not style. We're more concentrated on the style part. Style in basic essay writing, I don't know exactly what other people do. I'm just back in my head. I would say, okay, in terms of style, I want to see expressions. Are they very good with expressions? I will concentrate. As they use words, expressions, those things. Second, as their grammar is good or not. So third, I'm going to say the constructor's thoughts, flow of thoughts, are they good or not? That's the three majors, Third, I will say, creativity, as conventional goes, but is that creativity is standing out, So you guys, you can see you're very good with writing. Outstanding, above normal. But there's a way to go. So my here is not congratulating, but telling you can do much better if you pay attention to it, which you want to do, right? So are you doing good? This time, what you did is much better than last time in my own assessment. This one session, 2 sessions, just improve your writing so much. So imagine you do it 10 times, what have you. This is under your belt. You can, you never worry about it. So I'm making sense to you. In the beginning, challenging, just like writing a poem. Started writing a poem. I don't know what to do, right? So writing 5, I know what I'm doing, so I can get good at it, So you break those barriers, and it's my hope through these writings you break those barriers, get a certain basic under your belt, So now that being said, Naomi, borrow that convention. So in your assessment, how are you going to comment Elijah's essay? How you comment? Like how you going to comment a movie?
Like
I don't know.
It's like pretty good. That's something missing. It's worse standard
I
commenting.
think the essay is pretty good. There was a little bit of work needed, but I think all in all, his essay is pretty good with information about
There you
eagles.
go. I like that. So that's content. Now you mention it. So go ahead.
Yeah, I like it.
I'll try to give you opportunity for you to learn how to comment on things. So. Okay, Esther's practice. How you comment his essay?
Other than what Naomi said.
That's what they all say.
Other than what I already said, I need to be said. Go ahead.
I'm good at this kind of stuff.
You're not good. Well, that's why you need to practice. I'm not giving you a hard time. I heard your mom want to give you guys a really serious hard time.
Our mom, huh?
Yeah, she wants to send your dad to tell you how to do the presentation. Say, put you guys, everyone in the front, 15 minutes to talk a topic.
Who are we presenting to?
To all of us. Yeah.
I'll do it. Sounds like a plan.
You're not afraid of what this lady gonna be afraid of it. Yeah, so you have to present a very good case for the topic. I think that's very good.
Yeah, maybe we can build up
it.
to that.
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna comment every one of them. Opportunity, man, for you to get there.
Yeah, I like how I did the question stuff.
You like the question stuff?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe
No,
it
you
could
don't.
be like a,
You're never wrong. If you're wrong, we'll tell you, right? So.
like every starting of the next question, there could be like a paragraph
Mm-hmm.
to separate it. So it's not like so close together.
Oh yeah, there you go. Where do they have it? Yeah, that's good one. I like that.
Do what?
Like either like that or a whole new one.
A whole new one, exactly. Don't do it. Paragraph is paragraph. You have to have open space.
The format's just like flaky everywhere. Like a few big paragraphs. I don't like the flaky.
That's good. That's good
sentences
because
everywhere.
you don't have to separate every
just doesn't
one of
look
them.
that good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just.
Understand.
I separate my things not by amounts of looks. I do it for subject matters.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. I think that's very good. What you said there. No, more. You're not wrong. It's good observation.
Yeah, I mean, it has good information, about, like a lot of information about eagles, and
Good, huh?
so
Okay.
really learn more about eagles.
You really learn a lot more ego. Me too. I think some very solid information there.
You
So.
always see them at our place, so now I know more.
Oh yeah. What kind of ego you got?
Bald eagle, golden eagle.
Bald eagle. Oh wow. Golden eagle as well. Two kinds. Oh wow. Okay. No one.
Yeah, just besides working on run-on sentences and just smaller grammar stuff that.
Is the door supposed to be like that over
Yeah, don't mess with it.
Don't
Don't use
close
that door.
it. Use downstairs bathroom.
What is it doing now?
It's like
both
it's
the
almost
hinges are off, the
fully
door's gonna
off.
come off if you-
Yeah, so use the downstairs bathroom. Sorry, a bathroom. Okay.
Yeah.
Downstairs is good. So.
How did it get worse though?
I don't know. I tried to link together. Then suddenly pop out some of the open it did something to it.
Yeah, I saw it just this morning. I
It's
okay.
always
hadn't
been
seen it
kinda-
like this before.
Freaky. Yeah.
I thought it was you were just talking
Well,
about it not being able to close very well.
No,
so
it's
I
all
didn't bump the ground, but I just saw that this morning.
loose. So yeah, we might change that door. No worries. So. Go ahead.
Let's see. There's something down here, a smaller thing, where you remain pretty objective throughout the entire essay until the 5th paragraph, where all of a sudden we're talking about what you like or intrigues you,
Yeah.
and so that kind of switches the
Tune.
approach or the tone that is taken throughout the whole essay. So it's kind of abrupt. And I know that just a further comment, it's not something I don't think you have to change because it's not bad, really. But the beginning of each paragraph with a question, it works, but I think it's just okay. I don't think it's, I think you can be improved upon, because what it does is even like Emmanuel said, it does help to serve as a good introduction to each topic that you're going to be looking into. But at the same time, it's once again kind of abrupt. So sometimes if people use questions at all as a transition, and that's an important word to know because it's supposed to serve as a transition. So transition from one topic to the next. And so throwing a question at somebody, it does bring them to the next topic, but it doesn't transition very well.
Very good point. Even asking the question, you want to have a system behind it, a flow of those.
That's why sometimes those questions are elaborated on a little more, and they're actually introduced at the last sentence of the preceding paragraph instead of at the beginning of the new one.
Let's just think about it. Let's talk about this table. Have all the same elements, same information about this table. But I wouldn't imagine, either I'm the maker of the table, or not make this table, I follow a certain pattern of thinking, right? So, or I'm gonna buy this table, certain I'm gonna engage to a certain way to look at the table, am I? The evaluation table. Certain people are gonna use table, sit beside the table. They're going to engage another angle of just to evaluate the table. It's the same information, the same table, but different people engaging differently. So if you're going to present the information to a buyer, or somebody teaches somebody to make the table, shares experience as a table maker, or somebody said, instruct somebody, this is how you use the table as one sitting beside it, then your information flow need to be consistently engaging. You can't jump between the rules. Said, okay, one information about the table, I'm going to speaking to a guy who making the table. The next rule, suddenly the same information, but I projecting the other guy is actually going to sit beside the table, use the table. I mean, you can, but you got to make sure that translation is reasonable. Now, I use an extreme example for you. So my point is that when you're writing presentable information, you want to know where your audience is, be sensible to their thinking, right? How they engage in information presented. So go ahead.
Yeah. And then when it comes to like your thesis statement, you don't include how they are born and raised, or in the 5th paragraph, what you cover there in your thesis statement. You end in order with what they are, where they come from, how they live, and you do talk about, of course, how they live in the big paragraph, but then you keep going with like how they're born and raised, and that's not something you mention in your introduction. So when it comes to like the flow and organization of things, that was a bit of an error there. But then, yeah, I think like a really big picture thing for everyone actually is, I think one thing that will really help improve your writing is something that's not required, but at the same time, as moronic as it sounds, you pretty much need, is a desire to actually write well. And I don't think that you guys desire the opposite. You don't desire not to write well, obviously. You guys do want to do good and get a good grade and have everyone appreciate your writing. But I noticed that you guys are mostly indifferent about how your writing comes across, and that whether you deny it or not, it's unfortunately evident in the way that you structure your grammar and just like really small mistakes. Small mistakes are the first and almost sometimes the least likely thing that someone that actually cares about their writing style will have a mess up with. Like, I only speak that from experience, really, because I think in many times, and this is even things that many professors have said in many of my classes when they're talking about essay writing, they'll say that the first indication that the student does not really care about the assignment is small grammatical and spelling errors. That's a very quick sign that you are pretty much indifferent to improving your skill in writing. And so I'm also not saying that you guys have a desire to not get better at writing. It's not a either or. What I'm saying is you guys, while that might not be the case, you guys also don't really have a true desire yet to really improve your writing. And your writing is improving as we're going through this class, but I'm telling you, it will improve at such a greater pace if you actually really desire to improve your writing. And again, I speak from experience because a few years ago, maybe even just 1 or 2 years ago from now, I began to do Writing Start, and I told myself after taking a writing class, I really want to improve my writing. And so I spent a lot of time, whether it be just writing in general or writing for other classes that weren't supposed to be about English or writing. I really made sure to, and I had a desire to improve my writing skill. And from that point on, it did improve. And it improved pretty rapidly. I mean, I'm not the judge of my own writing particularly, because sometimes I'm pretty hard on myself. But
it's true. Yeah, that's true. You know, this morning I moved into the Cochran family, you know, seeing Grandma Virginia. She was trying to prepare some cards, send it out to the family in Dallas. Her handwriting is so beautiful, you know? I'm so like cursing the handwriting, their generation, you know? People pay a lot of attention to some basic things, okay? You know, so something that, you know, really young age, good to get some good basic skill sets going on, you know, handwriting, writing, like Noah mentioned, it seems tedious and seems not interesting, but it really in your life is a good skill to have, making something, especially when you're actually your guys' talents is already there. Aptitude for excellency is amazingly there. So it's a matter when I pay attention to it and begin to do something. So yeah, I think you guys did a good job. This is the second time writing a research essay. I'm happy where you are. So I'm extremely impressed by Esther. Esther, how old are you again? 13, 14 years old. Wow, you can write like that. I can't imagine, right? So 13 years old, I can't even read things like that. So you're pretty good. So I hope I'm making sense. You gotta get it there, okay? So, but Noah is perfectly right. You say there's awareness, there's a standard. You had yourself. Your visions is I want to achieve certain excellency. I want to do it better. Making sense to you guys? Okay. I will wrap it up. Nobody interested to hear more, so I'm gonna wrap it up. So, well, good job in overall. So I think for Noah's help, I think Noah's observation were valuable. So he went through a writing course. How many writing courses you got? 2 years, right? Two sessions.
Oh, there were 2 required English classes that I took in college. Yeah.
The first one is what?
English 101.
101. The second one is
102.
So he cannot get 3 yet.
I don't think there is one.
Yeah, let's fix 3. We're gonna get together, get 3. Okay, we're down there. So